Hello, Facebook Live. Hello, hello. Marcus here. Always never know when I'm exactly live on my computer. On my phone, I can see it happening right away. Okay, there we go. We are live. Hello, everybody. I'm on a different computer today, and it is having a wider angle, which I like. You can see more of my background there, which is awesome. I'm just moving out one of my tripods out of the way, so you can see my whole picture of Italy back there, of the Amalfi Coast. So yeah, this is cool. I like this. All right, awesome. So, speaking of Italy, we're going to talk about a little Reggiano cheese facts. We're doing a Reggiano sale this week. Sorry. Starting Monday, I got a whole wheel of Reggiano in. You know, one of those big, massive wheels. They're 84 pounds each. So we got the good portion of a wheel in. We got a lot of Reggiano in. So we are doing our, I guess, a semi-annual. We do this every 3 months or so. We blow out Reggiano cheese at $10.99 a pound, which is an amazing. I made a mistake the other day. I said that most Reggianos age for 12 months. I think it's 18 months. It's all these facts and
18 to
tidbits.
36 months, on average 24.
Right. So yeah. So I made a mistake and I said 12 months the other day. All these facts and numbers are hard to sometimes remember. But we put all that stuff out in our email today. The email that we just sent out has all the information about Reggiano, the sale. Reggiano is a really awesome cheese. There is no duplicate for Reggiano. Grana Padano would be the closest to Reggiano probably. But there's different regulations and specifications. Reggiano is 1,000-year-old process that they've been doing this cheese literally for centuries in this way. Until the 1900s, they updated a little bit and started using steam. And if you got our email today, there's these steam kettles. That they use, copper kettles. Now, people say, well, I like Grana Padano, and I'm fine, paying a couple bucks less for Grana Padano, and it's the same thing. It's like Parmesan. It's like Parmesan. It's a hard-aged cheese from Italy. But in Reggiano, the specifications are so strict that they milk the cows twice a day. This is part of what you're paying money for. Is this centuries old tradition of how they do this. So they milk the cows twice a day. Milk hits the cheese production property, the cheese producer, hits them at nighttime, which then allows the milk to separate, right? So they can skim the milk. So they take the cream off, they take the skimmed milk, use that for the cheese the next day, but then they mix it with fresh milk from that morning's harvest, from that morning's milking. So then the fresh milk comes in, and then they mix it with the whole fresh milk. So there's 2 milk cycles that go into Reggiano. Reggiano makes cheese 365 days a year. The cows milk 365 days a year. They make cheese, even on Christmas, they make cheese 365 days a year. Those small little operators work. They never get vacations. You read some of their stories, and it's like they haven't been on vacation since their honeymoon. If you're going to that type of a business, you're on the beckoning call of the cows. So 2 types of milk go into it. Both cow's milk, one partially skimmed, one whole milk from the next day. They fire up these copper vats, and in the email we sent out today, there's a picture of the copper vats. And they're only allowed to use the copper vats once a day. That's it. And Grana Padano, they can keep reusing that same vat over and over again, which they can up their production significantly, and they don't have to use 2 milkings. So, see, the regulations are a bit different for the cheeses, and Italy has all these great, amazing, unique regions that produce these very unique foods to that region. And the reason why that food is to that region is because it has to do with the climate, something, right? So, for example, prosciutto from Parma and prosciutto from San Daniele. San Daniele is an amazing place to make prosciutto. So is Parma. Those 2 regions, especially San Daniele, has these crosswinds. They have these crosswinds that help dry and make the ham and help cure it. Other parts of Italy don't have that, so they couldn't do this 500 years ago without technology, make an adequate product or a comparable product to San Daniele or to Parma, prosciutto di Parma. And the same thing happens, same thing with when they dry grapes up in the Verona area. They have these winds. There's certain climate aspects and things that are indigenous to that region, which help those producers make a superior product, which is why it can't be duplicated in other regions. Same thing like Champagne. But we are having a Reggiano sale this week, $2 off a pound. You can stock up on it, buy a couple pieces. They're about £1.50, sometimes about 2 pounds each. So it is a bargain. Best price you'll find going out there for Reggiano. We have great connections for Reggiano. As you can see, Jamie and I have been there, been through the farms, the factories, taken tours, have met the people, shaken hands with them, and ate some cheese with them. So that's what's going on. Good morning, everybody who's tuning in. Thank you, everybody. Hi, Bill. Hi, Susan, Karen, Joel, Brenda. Karen's saying tyrosine crystals. Yes. So those cheese will get these crystals in it. And sometimes it looks like, almost looks like, I guess like snowflakes, ice crystals, like it looks like that, right? Tyrosine crystals, totally normal in cheese. They're part of the cheese. So yeah, Karen and I were having that conversation the other night. We learned that in Italy a couple years ago when we were in Italy touring with Karen, one of our group trips. We were talking about the tyrosine crystals in the cheese. There's a great cheese shop, Negrar, that we frequent every time we go to Negrar. Negrar is in the Verona area, just north of Verona, near Lake Garda, near Bartolino, Valpolicella area. And this cheese shop has built its own caves it's not hard in Italy because these buildings are so old, they go into the ground, and a lot of buildings have natural caves. Wines are cellars. This place has an all-out cave that they go down into, way down into the basement, and you can eat down there and do cheese tastings down there, and they age all the cheese down in this beautiful earth-controlled climate way deep down into the ground. It's really amazing. Giovanni Bertani brought our family there a few years ago, and we were there back in 2015. And every time we go back, we go to this same cheese shop. Amazing. So if you join us on one of our trips to northern Italy, to the Veneto, to the Verona area, that is on the list, to this cheese shop, and have lunch in the basement and really have a great time there. So check out VIPWineryVacations.com or RomaTimeBistro.com and click the links for Italy, and you'll find out. So Finger Lakes is pretty much sold out for the 19th through the 21st.
No, we have 2 spots left.
Oh, we have 2 spots left?
2 spots.
2 spots left. 2 spots left. Okay, 2 spots left.
We were able to add another room on.
We were able to add another room. That's right. Able to add another room. We have 2 spots left. The hotel is sold out, by the way. And if you called the hotel to book a room, what would rooms be, like 300, 250? They'd be expensive. So we booked these rooms a long time ago, got a good deal on the rooms. Not a great deal. They were more than the time before, but we were able to block out rooms. You can't even book a room at the Harbor View Hotel right now for that weekend. It's first weekend of spring, because they are sold out. So we have one room. And they would gladly love to take it from us if we don't fill it, because they can probably sell it very easily. But we have two spots left for that trip. The wineries are all lined up, really exciting lineup. Herman Weimer. So we'll be doing 1 or 2 wineries on Seneca Lake, but the focus is Keuka Lake, and really some cool stuff. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Let's go help a friend to do a little marketing right now. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Good morning, Bill, or good afternoon. It's almost 1 o'clock. All right, folks, talk to everybody later, and have an amazing day. $9.99 ribeye steaks today and tomorrow. Takeout, call those in. They're for takeout. $9.99 ribeye steaks. Tomorrow is shrimp, mussels, and a green Thai curry with organic brown rice and broccoli. $9.99. The last 2 weeks, that dish has been killing it. We've been selling a ton of that dish. We went through a lot of mussels last week for that dish. More mussels the last 2 weeks than we have in probably the last month easily. So we've been sending out a reminder email on Sundays about that. So I think that might be the difference. So, all right, folks, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate all the support, and we'll talk to everybody later.